All right, number 3. This has parentheses, so I'm going to start by distributing this negative 5 right here. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times that minus 2, think of it as a negative 2. Negative times negative changes this to a plus sign, positive, and that's 10. Then I still have the plus 18 because the 18 is not inside the parentheses, so don't distribute the negative 5 to it. And then on the other side of the equal sign, you have this 3x, and then, go with purple this time, you're going to distribute not only the 8, but the negative sign with it. So take this minus 8 times x, and that's a minus 8x. And then take the minus 8 times this minus 5, and a minus times a minus changes that to a plus 40. Okay, now parentheses are gone. However, I do have some like terms. The positive 10 and the positive 18, those are like terms. That would become a positive 28. And then over on this side, the 3x minus the 8x is a negative 5x. And there's the equal sign. But then you still have this negative 5x over here that was in front, and this plus 40 is still over here, which was behind. Sorry, usually put arrows down there, don't I? Okay. Now, at this point, you've got x's on both sides, and once again, I'm going to put it all in one color to take a better look at it. And as I'm writing this, I don't know if you've noticed it, but I've noticed it. I have negative 5x on both sides. So if I were to try to get all my x's on one side, I usually go after the smaller x. They're both the same. So if you add 5x on both sides, they cancel out. And you're left with a 28 on the left and a 40 on the right. 28 does not equal 40. That makes this an inconsistent equation. Inconsistent, which means there is no solution. Bada bing, bada boom. There is no number in the world that when you would put it here and here and here, and then work out the left side of the equation and work out the right, that they will ever be equal. No number will work. It's never going to happen because the 5x's are going to cancel out, and you're always going to be left with 28 on the left and 40 on the right, which will never equal each other. So this one's a no solution. Now, just for the what if purposes of explanations, because I always like to say, what if it had been negative 5x plus 28 equals negative 5x plus 28? Those are identical. And even if you did cancel out the x's on both sides, 28 does equal 28. This would be a true statement, but this would be called dependent system, and there would be infinite solutions. Every number would work, no matter what number you put in. And a lot of times they'll say the answer is all real numbers, or in interval notation, negative infinity to positive infinity. So those are the two special cases. Most of the time, you get an answer for x. They call it a conditional equation. Yeah. But there's always these little special cases out there that go against the norm, and it's these two. You're either not going to equal, which is inconsistent, no solution, or they're always going to equal, which is dependent and infinite solutions.